Hey, this is Paul Clough of Personal Development Unplugged, where we deconstruct the complicated and make things simple, with simple processes to make change as easily and as comfortable as we can.
Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Hey, welcome back to this 5-minute quickie. And I wanted to share something with you, something I've been thinking about for a little while. I made notes about it and it just keeps coming back and back because it all seems a bit silly. Because do you ever think about your dreams? I have some really weird dreams and 10 minutes later I wake up, I'm on my way and I know they were weird, but I've forgotten about them. Do you have that experience? But there's also those few dreams, or for me anyway, those few dreams that stick in your mind. And I get to thinking, why the hell are they sticking in my mind? Because it must mean something. I'm not one of these people who would go to a dream book and do that type of work. Because I have things about that and I don't. If you believe that, absolutely awesome. But I'm not there yet. I've seen a lot of people with hypnosis explore dreams and how different parts of their dreams became a message from different people. And that seemed to make sense. So the dream was like a metaphor for a discussion maybe, or information. And this is what got me one day. I've had it in my notebook for some time and I didn't want to share it, and then I do. And I thought, because it's too silly. But then I thought to myself, it's so silly that it's so true. You see, I was having this really weird dream. And I was looking into this cupboard I had. And it was full of shoes. And not just some shoes. There were shoes all over the place. All different colours. And they weren't my shoes, but they were my shoes, if you know what I mean. They were not shoes that I had in real life. The cupboard was not a cupboard I had in real life. But I had so many shoes that there were new ones I'd never seen, I'd obviously never worn before. There was some when I looked at them, looked like I'd like to wear them. Looked like this is something that I could get used to, something I want to wear. And then I woke up and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? I don't know what this is about. And yet I'm walking the dog. It was like an hour or so later. And that blooming memory of that dream comes back. All those shoes. What's that about? And it was me just asking, what was that about? I don't understand. I want to understand. And it was if that flash of the bleeding obvious comes through. It's an aha moment, an epiphany, some would say. It's, to me anyway, it's said, you can't wear all those shoes. You'll always fail if you try to wear all those shoes because there's too many shoes. And I started to think about that, because I do get upset with myself. I make all these notes in my journal and in my diary, what I want to do and what I'm going to do in the week, and all the things that I'd like to carry on doing that I'm not doing. And when I look at them, there's a fair old list, just like those shoes. Maybe there's too many shoes for me to wear. It's not too many hats. I like hats as well. As well as either. And I don't wear all those either, because you can't. You can only wear one hat at a time, I guess. But do you always wear the same hat? And sometimes I think you do. Don't you have your favourite set of shoes or pair of shoes? But you don't wear them all, do you? And then you look at other ones and you go, oh, they're nice shoes. They're nice hats. And you start to think about those, forgetting about the ones you're wearing. And it just sort of didn't make sense, but did make sense. Just saying, just have a look. Do you really need to be wanting all those shoes? What would happen if you just concentrated on the shoes that really fit you? On those shoes that are comfortable, the shoes that make you feel good. And just put your energy into those. And I'm still wondering about it, because I still haven't put all the shoes away. There's still stuff in my mind and in my diary and in my wisher book of the stuff that I'm still going to do. I know I'm not going to let it go just yet. But even though you just hear that, just yet. But we'll see. But I wondered, the question to you is, do you ever question your dreams in that way? Asking your unconscious mind for those dreams that stick in your mind. What's that about? Is there a message here? And if there is, can you make it clearer for me? Something that I can just understand. Understand a little bit clearer. That if it's a message, a metaphor, I need to be able to understand it. It's no point in giving me a metaphor if it goes over my head, through my head, out one ear and in the other and all that stuff. I need to know. And sometimes it's as if your unconscious mind goes, oh, blimey, I've got to make it clearer for you. All right, what about this? And you go, now I understand. Oh, it's so obvious, so obvious. Anyway, that was just me having a little think about dreams. What are your dreams? What are they telling you? It's always good to sit, I think, and muse just for a short while. What dreams have I had over the last couple of days? And was this a metaphor? Was this a message that will guide me? Anyway, have a muse to yourself with that a glass of wine, a beer, maybe a cup of coffee or tea, or a refreshing glass of water. Whatever you choose wisely. So before you leave this unplugged mind of mine, this hypnotic mind, if you enjoyed this podcast or any of the other podcasts, please do subscribe. It helps this podcast grow and affect so many more people. And we love to leave everyone in a better place than we found them, and this will help the podcast. It will help you, and it will help, well, everyone that you know. So if you could just subscribe and share this podcast to everyone you blooming well know. That's the only cost. Pay it forward to everyone, and when you do that, boom, we are all going to make a difference to this little old planet Earth of ours and the people in it. But let's make a good world, a nice world. Okay, you can now prepare to leave this unplugged mind.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.